Hey there, Steve Krivda here, and the question of the day is, what's the best marketing strategy to grow a home business? And I'll tell you, this is a pretty common question, especially for those that feel like they've already burned through their warm market, or have already called their list, and probably have already flipped through their phone and called every single person on their phone as well. So if this is you, stick with me for a couple minutes here. I'm going to share with you 3 tips. It's going to help you narrow down yourself onto the marketing strategy that is going to be best for you. Okay, so tip number 1 is think about the time that you're going to invest in just learning. Okay, now we're not talking about implementing, just learning a new strategy. And I can tell you right now that I just went through a Facebook advertising course with marketing guru Mark Harbert, and it was 12 webinars in almost 5 weeks. Okay, it was very intense because they have a lot of policies, procedures, rules, regulations, and guidelines that you have to follow. Otherwise, you get your Facebook ad account shut down, and then all the training, the time, and all the money that you put into your ads, right out the window. So think about the time that you're willing to invest into learning a new strategy. Also, what sort of time are you going to have to devote to implement that strategy? So are you just going to have to put up 4 or 5 posts a day? Or are you going to, or is it a more in-depth strategy where it's going to take 1 to 3 hours a day? Okay, so keep everything into consideration when it comes to the time, because the worst thing you can do is get frustrated and use that O word, that overwhelmed word, which is just a figment of our imagination, because you'll feel like you don't have enough time. Okay, so keep it all into consideration. Secondly, tip 2 is money. I can tell you right now, and this might be a rude awakening for some, free tips, typically not the best idea. Googling your way to the top, probably not going to happen. Are there people that give out free tips and enough to really get you moving and kicking butt? Of course there are. Is it widespread? Probably not. So you're going to have to invest in a course for yourself. So what are you willing to invest? Do you have $50 or do you have $300? And I can tell you, if you invested $300 on a course and within, say, the first 45 days you made $500 or even your money back, isn't that a worthwhile investment? So think about not only do you have the money to do it, do you have extra money laying around? That's not the kind of money I'm talking about. I'm talking about an investment into your future, okay? So think about the budget that you're willing to spend to really take yourself to the next level, okay? Tip 3, do you even like the platform? There's all across the board. There's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. There's all these different sorts of strategies and platforms, but do you like them? Like, it's probably not a good idea to jump into something, maybe it's Twitter, and you're like, I don't even like Twitter. If people are using it and it's working, sure, you might want to do it, but if it doesn't work right away, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to end up quitting it, and you're going to end up moving to something else anyways, or just quitting the whole industry altogether. So what I would do is find a platform that you dig and you actually kind of like being on, and move in that direction. So those are my 3 tips, and I want to tell you something. This is incredibly important over and above any marketing strategy that you go for. Make sure that you continue to actively prospect, because at any moment in time, whatever platform that you're using, whatever strategy that you're using could disappear like that. The one thing that you have control of is prospecting, talking to people, warm market, cold market, online, anywhere, okay? So constantly always be in the practice of active prospecting. Incredibly important. So I appreciate you for being here, and I promised you in the beginning of the video that I'd tell you a couple of cool courses that you can go to for each one of them. I'm actually not going to say them. I'm going to let them scroll up through the screen here in just a second, because actually I'll tell you anyways. It's you can go for Instagram. You can go to stevekrivda.com/Instagram course. For Facebook, you can do stevekrivda.com/Facebook course. If you want to do YouTube, you can do stevekrivda.com/YouTube course. And if you wanted to, which one did I leave out? I think I left Twitter out. If you're looking at Twitter, you can go to stevekrivda.com/Twitter course. And I'll probably scroll them up as I'm leaving anyway. So appreciate you. Have an awesome day, and let me know which one you choose. See ya.